Hello everyone, hi. You know you are in a toxic relationship when spending time with this person, whether it's a romantic relationship or otherwise, feels like Wi Fi gone wrong. That is, it's draining. Mentally, emotionally, financially, and energetically draining and exhausting and impossible to fix no matter how many times you have tried or however hard you may try. So, toxic relationships are like mosquitoes. They may appear harmless and small in the beginning, but the longer they stick around you, the itchier and more unbearable they become. So, what do you do when someone's presence in your life feels less like love and more like a duty? A duty that is very exhausting and not worth the headache. How do we deal with such people who kind of pull us down, impact our self worth and confidence in a negative way, and make us feel small? So, let's dive in and check out some of the ways in which we can deal with such toxic people in our lives.
हाय, मेरा नाम दीप्ति शेखर है और मैं एक क्लिनिकल हिप्नोथेरेपिस्ट और एक पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन थेरेपिस्ट हूँ और आप सब लोगों का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल हिप्नोथेरेपी विद दीप्ति में स्वागत करती हूँ। मेरे थेरेपी टेक्निक पे अधिक जानकारी के लिए आप मेरे वेबसाइट hypnotherapywidddeepti.com पे भी विजिट कर सकते हैं। तो हिप्नोथेरेपिस्ट होने के अलावा मैं एक मदर, एक वाइफ और एक कथक डांसर भी हूँ। मैं ऑनलाइन सेशंस करती हूँ जो कि 1.5 घंटे से 2 घंटे तक का हो सकता है और इन सेशंस में मैं आपके फिजिकल, इमोशनल और मेंटल इश्यूज की हीलिंग करती हूँ। ये सेशंस बहुत ही प्राइवेट और कॉन्फिडेंशियल होते हैं और 1-to-1 होते हैं, यानी कि कोई भी तीसरा पर्सन अलाउड नहीं है।
The very first thing that I want to mention here is if your relationship is physically abusive, save yourself, just leave. Do not stick around a person who physically abuses you in the hope of a better future. Like, I know he hits me very often, but each time he regrets his actions, he comes up and says sorry, and so I believe he will improve with time. Or, my love for him will change his life, which is possible but very rare because most people don't change because you want them to change. They only change when they themselves want to change. So do not take the burden of changing somebody else's life on your own shoulders. So I would say do not ever suffer a physically abusive relationship. Save yourself, just leave. Now, the best response to haters or bullies or critics or all people who are resentful or toxic is to avoid them, ignore them, or if possible, to simply get away from them. Now, once you have understood that this person is very toxic for you, stop texting them, reduce the number of phone calls, stop all kinds of long discussions, start replying to them in small, cryptic answers like yes, no, I'm not sure, I don't know, I'm not aware. Basically, try to distance yourself from these kind of toxic people and if possible, get away from them completely. And eventually, with time, these people will disappear from your life. Now, what do you do if a toxic person is someone very close to you? What if it's your mother in law, or brother in law, or sister in law? Or what if it is one of your parents, or brother, or sister, or maybe it's even your kids who have grown up to become adults and now behaving in a very toxic manner with you? How do we manage such close relationships that are very toxic in nature because we can't even get away from them? So, I believe the best way is to have very strong and clear boundaries. Now, having boundaries doesn't mean we are being rude to them. It's about protecting our own self worth and our mental peace. Remember, it's not about changing the toxic person, it's about protecting ourselves. So, the best way to have clear boundaries is by maintaining some kind of reasonable distance from them and not having too much interaction. That is, we interact with them only when we need to, keeping the interaction to bare minimum. Also, it's good if we do not interfere in each other's activities. Now, the other way to maintain mental peace is by delaying our response in a very explosive situation. So, if the other person is behaving in a very toxic manner, it's good if we do not react impulsively or we do not say things that we may regret later on, because this is how the toxic person wants us to react. And it gives them great sense of control to see that they can impact our emotions in such a big way. So just pause, take a step back, and keep a very stern face. Do not give them the impression that you have been impacted in a big way. So, taking some time off before you can speak out gives you great control over your own mental emotional state, and also it helps you to respond in a more neutral and a more controlled way where you are more in control of the situation. Now, one behavior that can totally put off a toxic person is when you, instead of simply replying to their questions or trying to explain yourself, when you cross question them, when you make it seem like you are trying to understand their words and their actions. So, when you cross question them, they get totally put off, and this takes the fun away from them, because a toxic person really doesn't care about details. All they want is your reaction to their behavior, and when you don't give them the natural reaction, they kind of lose interest in you. So the more questions you ask, the less interesting you become for them, and chances are that with time they will avoid you and leave you in peace. Now, if things between you and the toxic person gets too heavy, don't take it personally. Try to detach yourself from your heavy emotions and try to use humor to lighten things up. So you can say things like, "Here goes the thunderstorm again," or you can say things like, "This battle is going to take long, so let's both of us sit down with popcorn and fight it out well." Or, "What if the toxic person told you, 'You never listen to me?'" So you can reply to them like, "So I'm not going to listen to you this time either," with a twinkle in your eye or with a naughty smile. So my point is that humor and gentle sarcasm does tend to bring down the heavy toxic environment. It does help to lighten up the situation, and it kind of acts like an umbrella that cannot stop the rain, but it does protect you from getting fully wet. Now, if you find it difficult to detach yourself from the heavy situation, just consider this. So think of the toxic person as a mentally, emotionally handicapped person who have limited ability to process their emotions and regulate themselves. So don't take their words and actions personally. Now, one of the most important things to follow to keep our mental sanity intact with a toxic person around us would be to simply focus on ourselves. So normally what happens with a toxic person living with us or around us, we tend to focus more on them than our own selves. So we worry a lot about, "Oh my god, now that this person is here for 3 months, my life is going to be hell," or "Now I can't wear this dress because I believe this person is not going to approve of it," or "I can't go out with my friends because this person would not like it." So we assume a lot about the toxic person, or we are very focused on their likes, approvals, and disapprovals instead of focusing on ourselves. So, my mantra would be to just get busy with your own life, focus on yourself, do what you want to do in life, follow your passion, go for the music class, the dance class, the painting class, or maybe just go out for a coffee with your friends and just do things that you love to do and just follow your passions in life instead of bothering and worrying about what this toxic person would like or not like, would approve or not approve. See, we can't change a toxic person, but we definitely can change how much power they have over us, over our emotions, over our life. So even if we can't get them out of our lives, at least we can have better control over our own life, over our own emotions, so that we don't get caught up with the heavy situations of our life, and use light humor, sarcasm, and focus simply on ourselves to lead a better life. So do let me know if my ideas have helped you in any which way, and do let me know if you liked my video. So thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.